ready to get wet? The show is about to begin. We review stuff.
Hello everyone, welcome to We Review Stuff, a show where we're supposed to review stuff, but in this episode, I'll show you how to install or run an Android operating system on your computer through Virtual Machine Manager, which is virtual machine software that can be used.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm gone. Bye.
If you have heard or used VirtualBox, you will be familiar with this. Now, why would you bother using Virtual Machine Manager? Some say that it's clean, it doesn't have any unnecessary resource usage, which makes it a good option for those who are using machines that have limited resources. Now, before we get started, you need to install Virtual Machine Manager on your computer. In most cases, you can install it using your native package manager, but in case you don't have it in your package manager, you can download it from their website, virtmanager.org. The next one you'll need is an Android image, an Android installer. You can get an Android installer that can run on an x86 machine through the android-x86.org, which is a good resource for those who want to get Android OS based images that can run on a desktop computer. Another question that may come up is that why not use popular Android emulators such as BlueStacks or Nox? In my experience, running an Android image this way is much more clean, and running it this way takes off the worry of having a bloatware. And also, this one's the easiest way for me to manage my virtual machines. I already have installed Virtual Machine Manager, and I have already downloaded an image of the Android operating system. To get started, simply click here, which means a button that lets you create a new virtual machine. After clicking the Create New Virtual Machine, choose Local Install Media. Click forward. Select the Android OS installer that you've just downloaded. You should uncheck this one that says automatically detect from the installation media or source. Otherwise, it won't detect anything. Press forward. Now you will get this error. All you have to do is type generic OS in the operating system text box, which can be found here. Now I am running on a slow machine, like a prehistoric machine. This computer only has 2 CPU cores, and it is generally recommended that you don't use half of the resources for your virtual machine. It's just a general recommendation, and if you are not running other software, you can use all of your CPUs. And for the RAM, I haven't tried it, but when I use more than half of my RAM, it gets a bit slower. So in this computer I have 8 gig of RAM, so I use 4 gig. For the size of the virtual machine, if you're going to use the Android image for testing apps that are small in size, 10 gig or even less will do. But in this case, I will use 20 gig for the sake of experimentation. And don't forget, of course, to check the enable storage for this virtual machine, so that the changes that you will make will be saved. You can type a random name. You can leave everything here as they are. And of course, you won't have to worry about the parameters that you have set, because you can change them even when the virtual machine has already been created. To proceed, let's click finish. When you see this prompt, it's just a prompt that lets you enable the networking of your computer, so that your virtual machine can use your network. So you should click on yes. It's already setting it up. You will be given these options. You can either run it live, where your changes won't be saved, but since we want something that we can use to save our progress, we will click on the installation mode. But of course, it will prompt you to set up the partition. Since we are working on a virtual machine, we just have to create from scratch, for clear everything up, start from scratch. The same way you would install or set up the partition when installing a fresh new operating system. Do you want to use GPT? We have no use for it in this case, so we'll have to click no. What we want to do with this is set up a new partition from scratch. Let's use everything. Once you're done setting up the size, click on write. After creating the partition, it will be displayed here. So you just have to choose this one to start the installation. I've only tried for the format, the file system for the formatting, I've only tried the ext4. It seems to work well. I haven't tried the other partitions, but since I'm running on a Linux system, I think this is a safe option for everyone. There you go. I just click on yes for no reason. I haven't tried skipping it, but I guess it would make sense. So if we want the image to load properly, so I think you will need Grub. So let's click on yes. Installing the /system directory as read and write won't be necessary for us in this case, since me personally, I use Android images on my computer for just trying out some apps without installing them on my phone, so I don't need to enable the read and write process in my system folder, so I will click on no. The installation process is already done, so I can either choose to run the Android operating system or reboot, which I don't really need to do since I'm running on a virtual machine, so I just choose to the run Android option. There it is. Once it has started, you will be prompted with the usual Android operating system dialog. Connecting to Wi-Fi. When connecting to Wi-Fi, you just have to choose a specific option. I'll show you. This one will be displayed if you want to connect on Wi-Fi, Virt Wi-Fi. This is virtual Wi-Fi. This will use your current internet connection or LAN connection. Click on it if you want to use this virtual machine for browsing the internet or downloading files. Checking for updates as usual. There's another options. We don't need to copy any apps or data, so we will set this up as new. Yada yada yada. Checking info. You will be later prompted to log into your Google account. Go there. We'll skip it for now. We are done with the installation. The reason you can't see everything is because you'll have to put this on full screen, so that you'll see everything. These are the usual apps: the browser, the gallery, the Play Store, your contacts, basically everything that you'll see in a Android smart device. This is it for now, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you like our videos, smash or hit or press that subscribe button. Thanks everyone, bye.
Thanks everyone. Bye.